Hello lovely people, and welcome to another Galactic Mayan astrology forecast. So we're moving into a new Wavespell on the 7th of November. But before we get into that, I just want to say congratulations for surviving Red Serpent, which was the previous 13-day cycle that we were going through. So in this previous Wavespell we had 10 back-to-back portal days. You can have a look at another video of mine all about portal days that show why they are so intense, and yeah, we've just come out of a huge Wavespell which has really been about shedding skin, so I'm hoping that you are able to go through it without too much fight. I'm not gonna lie, even though I teach all of this stuff, I was fighting. And yeah, I'm very happy to be moving into a slightly gentler Wavespell. So the energy that we are moving into on the 7th of November 2019 is the energy of white mirror. So we're going to be going through a 13-day process in this energy. And white mirror energy is really about the mirror of reality. It's about essentially getting ourselves into a space where we are able to scry, muse or interpret what is going on in our subconscious realms from what we're seeing in our everyday life. So when we've got any kind of limiting belief, we will manifest that belief in our life. And these beliefs come from our previous experiences. So whatever our trauma story is, because we've all got one, we've all got numerous ones that create these different beliefs for us, we then repeat these experiences in one way or another within our present day reality, essentially to demonstrate to us that we've still got this belief going on. So white mirror energy is very much about truth. It's about recognising our responsibility. It's about recognising other people's responsibility too. It's a choice point of self and other. It is an energy that recognises that anything that is playing out has been created by the incredible human beings that we are. So, as I say, you know, we've got our subconscious selves that are vast and unknown to us, hence why they are subconscious. But that has got so much of our creative force wrapped up in it that that's then what we're seeing on the outside of our reality. So in this day and age on planet Earth, you know, we are at a time when there is a lot of conflict on the planet, and because we are so well connected now with things, you know, like technology and the internet, we're able to see all of the different conflict that at one time would have been invisible to us because of the area of the world that we were living in. Now we're able to see it everywhere. But the thing to keep bringing it back to is, okay, so there's something within me, most probably subconscious, that is supporting the creation of this. So when it comes to the environmental crisis that we're experiencing, very few people on the planet are actually dealing with their shit, dealing with their emotional rubbish. So it's being pushed under the surface. So then we look at what's going on at different places within the planet and the rubbish situation, and all of a sudden we can see, oh, okay, so maybe as well as limiting the amount of plastic that we buy, we can also begin to root through the rubbish, our outdated and heavier beliefs in our subconscious, to then create the space for a different reality to be present in waking life. So the energy of white mirror, as I say, is also about truth. So within this 13-day Wavespell process, we can have multiple experiences of those like light bulb moments. And it might be a light bulb moment of like, wow, this is what I need to do. It might be an expansive one, it might be really exciting. But also it can be a light bulb moment of like, ooh, I can kind of see what was playing out there. I can kind of see, you know, the truth of that situation now and what my part was within it. And perhaps at the time I couldn't see that. So white mirror energy, as I say, really focuses on this idea of the mirror of reality. So it's a really wonderful time for us to, as is always the case, take stock. Take stock of what is going on within our relationships, what is going on with our relationship with other human beings, where are the edges, and can we understand and put that into the context of our original relationships on the planet. When we were children, the relationship with our authority figures, yeah? What is our relationship like with money? Okay, so if we've not got a wonderful relationship with money, where does that fit into our childhood experiences and our picture? You know, is it that we were around lots of money and we decided that we didn't want to be a part of that? Was it that we were around very little money and we decided that we didn't want any more because any more than that would make us a rich person that we don't want to be? You know, so having a look at that area. So it's a really good time to look at all of the different areas within our life and see what the mirror of reality is revealing to us right now. A lot of the time when it comes to law of attraction, you know, this notion of the law of attraction, which is, you know, our thoughts create our reality, it discounts the fact that right now your reality is displaying to you your beliefs. So actually the law of attraction is a portal to being able to recognise where we are still limiting ourselves and how far we've come. So the white mirror energy follows the red serpent in the Wavespell process. So we've gone through this period of shredding and shedding. It's interesting that I said shredding because it felt like that. But we've had these layers ripped off. We've really been taken into the core. You know, there's like this stability within ourselves that through the last process of the Wavespell, we got ripped apart and dropped into. It's like, right, you're going to stand in that stark middle ground where everything feels to be falling apart and then move forward from there. So it's interesting now that we then move into the energy of the mirror, where we really get to see, okay, this is where I'm at. So we've gone through this period of shedding and letting go, and now we get to see where we're at as a result of that, essentially. So as well within the white energy, there's an energy of refinement that comes with all of the white signs. So that's really about getting clear and getting specific. So when it comes to this process of looking in the mirror of our reality and seeing what is unfolding for us, then we take it back to the drawing board. Okay, so how do I want it to be? This is an amazing time for visioning how we want things to be and then doing the internal work that means, okay, so this is where I'm at and this is where I want to be. What is in the middle of those two things is our subconscious belief system. So we can then begin to take that apart, do some refining, get really clear, and then be able to shoot that arrow of what we want. Because we've created the space, that means that the arrow can just be thrown. If the arrow's got to go through 10 different belief systems that are against it, it's not going to go very far. So as well within this process, you know, we are coming into a really big time on the planet. 2020 is going to be a really massive time for various different reasons. So we are now, within Mayan astrology, in the first year of our new 13-year process, which is all about essentially anchoring a new dimension into this reality. It's about really being able to find the pockets of synchronicity and the pockets of cosmic flow within the egoic reality that we have created for ourselves. So as we are coming through this first year of the process that began in July 2019, we're in a new space within our lives. So this, even though we're constantly cycling through the signs, we're always in a new space, but particularly 2019 has seen us shift into a very new energy that we're going to be within for the next 13 years. So this is a really, really beautiful time again for us to take stock and not just focus on the bits that are not perfect yet. My partner and I have just been going through some huge processes within that, and you know, a lot of recognition of we don't take that moment to actually bask in how far we've come. And I think that's a really, really important thing for all of us to do, you know, to be like, wow, yeah, okay, there's still all of that stuff that I need to sort out, and there's still things that are not right, but actually, in comparison to where I was 13 years ago, in comparison to where I was 2 years ago, I am in such a better place, and I am limiting myself less and less. So having those moments also to see in the mirror of reality how amazing we are, and how wonderful our beliefs are, and how in alignment our subconscious mind is with our conscious mind and what we're wanting to create. If there's an area of your life that's popping off that you're like, whoa, there's so much love within that area of my life, give yourself some credit for it. You've created that. You've done the work to create that space within your life for that to manifest. So within this white mirror process, we really get to see, how our subconscious mind is. It's like an MOT. We get to really witness in every different area of our lives where we are at. And then from there we get to choose how we step forward. We get to really get clear about our vision by recognising, okay, that doesn't feel super good right now. So that is a marker, that's a little flag. It's like, okay, there's something to look at here. And when it's something to look at here, it's not, I would say, about our behaviour in the present being the focus on what we're wanting to change. It's about following that thread to be like, oh, okay, the reason that that thing that's in my reality right now that feels limiting is going on is because it's mirroring that thing that happened when I was 10 years old. And then you go into the thing that happened when you were 10 years old, start to bring that up and out, diffuse that energy, undo that energy knot, which is what it is, that's holding that energy in place and making sure that it keeps repeating in your reality now. Take that away and boom, you've got space. So I hope that you have a wonderful Wavespell. I am still working through some stuff about advertising what I'm doing, and yeah, it's something that's really big for me, but new things are emerging within me right now, and new creative projects and new crafts and also new offerings. So keep an eye on my website and also have a look on my Etsy. And if you're also interested in signing up to the newsletter, I give out a free Wavespell meditation every Wavespell, and also a special offer. So if you're not a part of that and you'd like to, if you just head on to my website, which is jotyofferings.com, and subscribe to the mailing list, then you will receive all of the updates from me, and you'll also receive the free Wavespell meditation as well. So I'm sending you loads of love and loads of gratitude for watching. Take care, beauties.